Hey guys, Rich here, flipping for a living. It is Thursday afternoon, August 3rd, I think. Anyways, I am having a remarkable Thursday. I don't even know how to explain it. I have been running back and forth to like 3 different yard sales. One of them's an estate sale. One of them, I emailed them because their picture they had, it just looked like they might have 80s and 90s stuff. Like there are some VHS tapes, a few other things that stood out in their picture. So I emailed them like 4 hours early, asked them for video games. They didn't have any Nintendo, but they had an Atari. I went and picked up the Atari with like 40 games. Then they said they had to leave, so I should come back at 1 o'clock. I put some other stuff on hold, some amazing, I just gotta show you. I'm actually gonna show you right now. I'm stopping at my house to unload some other things that I bought at the other sale that I'm running to. It's been crazy. Let's just go take a look here real quick. Check this out, you guys. Beovox Bang & Olufsen laser record player. This thing plays the big laser disc player. This amp for 15, this thing for 15, this for 10, this for 20. These huge amazing speakers, and he hooked them all up for me. They sound unbelievable. Another Beovox. This is something I've never seen before. It's some kind of amplifier. Beomaster 2400. It's from the 80s. It's from the 80s, but yet it was a touch amplifier when you power it on. These are all touch panels. This thing is so flippin' cool. Here's the Nintendo, or the Atari, I mean. Here's some of the laser discs. If you've never seen these, I'll show you those a little bit closer, a little bit later. There's a vintage chair I bought for $5. Where are those Nintendo games? Or I keep saying Nintendo, Atari. So Atari games, Bonafide Hustler. Yeah, check that out, $1. Sony recorder. Same people. So I'm going back to their house right now. They've got a couple bikes that I'm picking up for 20 bucks a piece. And when I stopped there the second time to see what else they had put out, one of their friends, an elderly lady, maybe in her late 50s, early 60s, was just putting out a Super Nintendo. I bought it for 40 bucks. I did not even look at the game, so we're gonna reveal that. Also, I just bought 12 toolboxes at this estate sale, and some old fishing tackle, a couple old lanterns for 50 cents a piece. That thing over there is an old record player. I gotta go finish off these deals and show you guys the Nintendo, the bikes, and all the toolboxes. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay guys, one more thing before I go pick up those bikes. In the man cave slash studio slash warehouse slash doghouse, obviously. And my brother, he always sees my posts on the Facebook buy and sell sites. And he asked me about my Harley jacket that I had for sale for $125 that I picked up for 35. No, 30, that I picked up for 30 bucks. This lady's one was 10. It was 40 for the pair. Anyways, he asked if I still had it. He had a friend who might be interested. He came by, grabbed it when I wasn't here, showed it to his buddy. His buddy gave him $100 on the spot for it. And he just texted me and said that he left a hundo in the left pocket of the lady's jacket. Get open. In the left pocket of the lady's jacket. And sure enough, so that $30 men's Harley jacket is now the $100 bill. So I will go take that, and I'll pick up those bikes and that Super Nintendo. That $30 Harley jacket is now going to turn into several hundred, because I'll get 75 bucks a piece for those bikes. And who knows, we still don't know what's in the Nintendo. That's really close, hey? We still don't know what's in the Nintendo box. But I'm going to show you guys. We'll take a look together. So I am going there now. Okay guys, the big reveal on the Nintendo stuff. I can't wait any longer. I'll show you the other stuff later. I'll show you the rest later, but this is it. This is so exciting. This is better than Christmas morning. $40. Again, I don't know what we're gonna find. $40 box for all of it. So cross your fingers. I would love to find the holy grail of Super Nintendo, but again, for 40 bucks, I don't even really care that much. Okay, so yes, right off the bat, this is it. This is what I saw. I didn't even see the names on the games. I saw boxed games and the system, and I saw 40 bucks, and I said, I'll take it, thank you. I closed it up, and that was it. To be revealed now. But I see right off the top, Home Alone 2. Just the game, no inserts. I have no idea what that is. Probably a $10 game. Pack Attack, empty box, insert, no manual. So could be nothing. Spin Dizzy Worlds, never heard of it. That means it could be super rare, or it might be just another $5 common that nobody cares about. Gonna have to look that up. And the last box one, Wario's Woods. I have never heard of that either. This one is in the best shape, so that's good. It's got the manual and it's got the cart. So that's complete in box. This one's got to be worth 50 bucks. There's no way that's not worth 50 bucks. These are my predictions. Nothing, I don't know, and yes, worth something. System, it's the generic gray and barf brown color. I don't know why it's like that. Anyways, system is worth 50 bucks all day long. And there is 2 controllers and both the power source. Yeah, and the AV. Okay. How many more games? One. This is so fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 13 games altogether. What do we got? Oh, you can't see that. Oh, Pack Attack. Pack Attack. So now we got that one complete in box. So that's good. I don't think it's worth that much though. Tetris 2, kind of a common. Don't expect much for that, maybe 10 bucks. Shaq Fu. Probably mass produced, probably worth nothing. I'm gonna look that up though. Well, I'm gonna look them all up eventually, but. Super Mario World. Okay, that's a guaranteed 25 all day long. Primal Rage. Something like that, a fighting game, it looks like. That I will definitely check. That could probably be at least a $25 game. Just guessing. Street Fighter 2, I'm sure that's worth $20 too. Oh, one with the holder. Yoshi Safari. What? Yoshi Safari. I don't know. Anything with Yoshi though. That has got to be worth like 25 or 30 bucks. We'll look that up. Spectra. Nice shape. Doesn't look like they played it much, which could mean it's a good game. So we'll look that up. Troddlers, never heard of it. Hopefully that means it's super rare and not super crappy. Look that one up. And well, that's it. And a third controller. Super pad, so a knockoff controller. But still. Well, is it hard to be disappointed when you spend 40 bucks and you're for sure going to get 50, 60, 70, 170, probably close to $250 off of 40 bucks? I don't think anybody should ever be disappointed with that. But I don't think there's any holy grails here. I'll let you know. And I'll show you the rest of my finds today, right away here. So I'm on my way to pick up 12 toolboxes and kind of storage metal storage containers, ammo cases that I bought at a yard sale. But in between, I looked up all that Nintendo stuff, all the work to post and sell and ship and everything. I'll max out at $220 to $240 without fees, so probably closer to $200. And then all the time it takes to put into that, I have chosen to take this $40 Nintendo purchase and I'm flipping it for $150. It's, you know, barely been a half hour, to my nemesis. He is a great guy, but he is my nemesis when it comes to finding video games. This guy's got more stuff than you could ever imagine. So I will take that quick flip any day of $110 profit and move on to the next thing. I'll flip that $110 into 200 or 300 weeks before I would ever sell all of these items for $200 to $250. That's how I roll. Like, believe me, I understand. Some of you are probably thinking, Rich, why would you do that? You're throwing away $50 to $75. You'll eventually get $50 to $75 more for that. But again, my philosophy is flipping for a living. I flip it quick. I'll take the $110 profit now, and I will turn that into 200 or 300 or 400 in the next, even 24 or 48 hours, but for sure the next week or two. And it'll take me at least 2 to 4 weeks to list all this, whether it's auctions or buy it nows, sell it all. Let's say I even get $250. I pay my fees, you know, down to $220, shipping, other things. Probably going to push closer to $200 only profit, but at least another couple hours of work doing all that. So what's your time worth, right? Even if you're paying yourself $50 an hour, now I'm down to $100 off of a $40 purchase. So I will take the $110 in a half hour all the time, move on to the next thing. I suggest you do that too, because there's always another deal. Don't forget that. When you miss out on something, there's always another deal. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know how sometimes I get my shoes on the right feet. I get so distracted. I wanted to video the rest of our transaction, but he's not there yet anyways. He doesn't want to be on camera, but I'm trying to get him on a show sometime, because this guy, again, his collection is remarkable. It's like those pictures you see on Google of guys that have just walls and walls and walls in their basement of every kind of video game, box sealed, everything. Anyways, we flipped a coin for the deal was for 150, but heads 140, tails 160. Today he's the winner. I only got 140, so only $100 profit on this. Quick stop at the grocery store, and then go pick up those 12 toolboxes. Okay guys, just gonna pull up to the estate sale here. Hopefully they didn't sell my toolboxes to somebody else. I told them I'd be back in 45 minutes and it's been an hour and a half. So I'll let you take a look at them. No, it's not that big, beautiful red one. That's 125. It's my pile there. The green and stuff. Anyways, I'll take you in real quick. We'll go take a peek, but I'm gonna have to shut you off because there are a couple things I gotta scan.
It's sitting over here. It's waiting for you if you want it.
Thank you.
Sorry I took so long.
Hey, no problem.
I'm done my yard sailing for the day. I'm going to show you everything we got today. It was pretty remarkable. Sorry, my wife bugs me that I overuse remarkable. Pretty remarkable day. I'm beat. I did a lot of running around, a lot of amazing finds, and for a Thursday especially. I'm just going to show you one of them though before we move into the backyard. So right here in the bed of my truck, you'll see there is 12 toolboxes, different sizes. I got all of these for $100, and actually they're not all toolboxes. If you look really close, right here, we have actually some ammunition boxes. from 1944, 1943. Can you see that? I think those are the oldest ones, but different sizes. I don't know. U.S. Reeves. I don't know what that stands for. It looks like it had grenades in it. Oh no, 30 cal ammunition box. So some pretty cool vintage stuff in here, and all 12 of these. Another one, 1943. I'll have to research these. Because I don't want to give them away. Obviously, I paid $100 for all of them. So basically, what is that? $8.66 a piece, something like that. So yeah, that is actually the deal of one of the deals of the day. Running out of daylight here, so I'm going to burn through some more stuff. You already saw the toolboxes and ammo boxes. This all came from the same place, so I'm going to kind of go in groups of where I went today. Starting off with, I ain't too proud to take free. I know there's free junk and then there's free good stuff. This is all vintage legs from the 80s, 70s, possibly even 60s in there. Those can always come in handy or actually be resold. I don't know what age this material is. What is that called? What is that called? Oh my god, I'm having one of those senior moments already. Buying senior items. I'm having a senior moment. Lace. It's lace. There's got to be at least 6 or 8 yards of lace here for $2. My wife said grab it. She's going to use it for something, so I grabbed that. This wasn't from that sale, but it's just in the same era, so I'm going to show you these real quick. These are those little big books or big little books. I can't remember what they are. Read the book, see the pictures. So somebody had already picked over all the really good ones and paid $5 a piece for them, which was a great deal already. I took the scraps, what was left over, and I got all 8 of them for 10 bucks. I'm sure I'm gonna get more like 40, 50 for those minimum, unless one of these happens to be a rare one. I haven't looked that up yet. But these are old, like 1939, so that is definitely getting back there in age. Oh, by the way, everything I'm showing you right now in this little bit was $80 for all of it, a bundle deal. So next up, these 3 lamps. They did come with shades, but the shades are absolutely hideous. I don't want them. I'm gonna find some nice shades. Beautiful glass, obviously a matching set. There could be some great value here, or maybe just nice pretty lamps to have. $3 a piece. You can see on those was their original price. A couple of lanterns for $1 and $1.50. I don't think those are super old, but couldn't pass up on them. This fishing gear was kind of like around $20 in my price. Something else you guys can look for if you're in the right area. Vintage fishing gear can be very valuable. I'll have to look some of this stuff up. Usually not the rubber ones, but some of these metal ones, like the Ruby Eye Wiggler. Could be worth something. I don't know. We'll have to look those up. But at the very least, I'll sell that tackle box for 30 bucks, and I paid roughly $10 for it, so watch out for that. Can never pass up on a double roll of Cottonelle for $2 a package, unused. And this is just a really cool lamp. My wife and I might keep this, change the covers, maybe even paint it a black kind of tarnished look. I'm not really a fan of the brass. And this is a really nice cabinet here. Again, this was everything for $80. I'll start up here with the clock. I haven't looked this up yet. I don't know what that's worth, but it's obviously a cool retro look. Swiss and France on there. I don't know. Finney Walker. We'll have to look that up. They had that priced on the wall for $5 or $6. I can't remember. Again, all bundled in for $80. This cabinet here is really cool. If it turns out the way I want, I'm actually going to put one of my modern record players in here. This was an old school phonograph that was held in here. I have no idea where it went by the Columbia Grand Finola. Columbia Grand Finola. Can you see that with my terrible camera work? Columbia Grand Finola. Anyways, really nice case. I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's going to finish off really nice. It's got this cool shutter front. That's where the noise would come out. I don't like it. Almost the speaker is built into it. You can kind of see there if you get it the right angle. So this is going to end up be a really nice piece. An old school oil can, actually has oil in it. I don't know the age of it. I would squirt some out of here for you guys, but I already did that on the floor of their garage by accident. And just a little bucket of watches. I just got them to throw this in. It could be complete junk, but it didn't cost me anything anyways. A couple pocket watches and a couple others. I'll let you know if any of that ends up being incredibly valuable. And this last thing, this all folds up into a little suitcase. RCA Victor Living Stereo system. So it all folds up. It has the built-in speakers. It's basically your portable record player from the 50s or 60s. And most importantly, they had this, we were around $15 on this, but I got it into the package. But yeah, most importantly of all, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool. How many of you remember sitting by your grandparents' feet listening to music like that? Or maybe you did it yourself. Anyways, it takes a guy back. So that is my stuff from the estate sale. That's my stuff from the estate sale. Let's go on to some more 80s electronics. Okay guys, let's wrap this up. You know, it felt like I had been to a million garage sales today. I was doing so much running around, but I actually just realized everything I have today was from 2 yard sales. All the toolboxes, all the antiques I showed you, and all the rest of the stuff I'm going to show you right now, except for what I'm sitting on. So if you remember a couple of my videos ago, I showed you this chair. It was covered in cat hair. It was brownish looking, probably rusted legs. I literally took 20 minutes on this baby. I bought this for $5 in Regina. Really cool retro chair. It's not a remake, it's an original 70s or 80s chair. Anyways, fabric paint. Yes, it's a real thing. Look it up, get yourself some. I painted that and brought it back to its original glory because it was kind of brown and fading on here. It looks amazing. I'm probably going to get $75 for that off of a $5 investment. So don't ever put that one. So don't ever forget. Yeah, fabric paint. So how my whole day started, you guys. I was out buying groceries. I saw an ad. These people had stuff in their picture that looked like it was from the 80s. It had VHS and record player, stuff like that. So I don't do it with everybody. I did it with them. I texted, or sorry, I sent them a message that said, hey, do you have any old video games or toys from the 80s? Any Nintendo? Oh, sorry, we don't have any Nintendo, but we do have an Atari. I'm like, oh, great. We chatted a bit. I got them to send me a picture, commit to a price, and lo and behold, I went there and got the Atari 2600 and about 50 games that stacked 2 deep in games, all of it for $40. Now, this stuff doesn't have near the value of Nintendo from the same era, but I still will get easily $100, maybe even $150 for the quantity of games there. So that's a great little investment. And then, and then the day just escalated from there with these people. I was at this sale 4 hours, 3.5 hours before we're supposed to open. They were very gracious. I was very humble, said, hey, I understand you want to get ready. I didn't want to come early, but we made a deal on the Atari. And they said, yeah, come and get it. So I said, well, while I'm here, you might have to take a peek. And we went off. So I got a custom amp for $20. I should be able to get $60 for that for sure locally, maybe a little bit more. All this stuff I'm going to flip locally again. We got these 2 bikes, $20 a piece. You know, they're nothing spectacular as far as brands go. I think Super Cycle, this one is a little bit better. The Super Cycle over there is a Walmart brand, but I already posted this one for 75, that one for 65. So we're gonna make $100 off of those two bikes. I snagged this basically on my way out. I already showed you that, I think. $1 for this. This guy's going for about 30 bucks. So that's awesome. Sorry, my battery's dying. This guy's going for about 30 bucks, so that's awesome. Now this is just amazing stuff right here, you guys. These speakers are insane. Beovox M75s. They have the covers for them. We had them hooked up. They are as loud as you know what. And they're on the stands. I mean, these things are awesome. These people really like their high-end stuff. So the speakers, I got to do some quick math here. Just a second. Okay, so the bikes were 40, the Atari was 40, and now everything else I'm going to show you was 140 for all of it. So, and this, the sky's the limit on this stuff. So these speakers, again, I'm going to sell these locally. They're way too heavy to ship. Super awesome quality, super loud. Look those up. A great brand. This was the coolest two things I found of the day. This turntable is pretty much the holy grail of turntables. Now I know there are some that are worth thousands and thousands of dollars. This is a little bit below that standard, but I'm probably going to get about $250 for this thing. Check this out. It's kind of like laser guided, has that arm that goes across. Just so cool. You can like change different songs just using those buttons. Like this stuff is so smooth. It's got that nice classic wood edge on it. Just unbelievable. And then the amp that goes with it is over on this side. I've never seen anything like this before. Beomaster 2400. He had it all hooked up for me. I got to figure out how to hook it up, because I don't know how to. So I got to figure that out. But he had it all running for me. He's like, I don't want to sell it to you if it's not working. This thing is so cool. It's actually touch screen, like some of the TVs today. You just touch the button and it comes on. See, we have phono, FM1, FM2. Can you guys see that switching? Like, so cool. And this is from the 80s. So this technology was way ahead of a lot of other things. So this all came together. Basically the speakers, the record player, and this amp thing was 60 bucks essentially for all that. I think if I sell this as a system and I'm patient for the right person, I could probably push $400 easily, if not more. So that was fantastic. And then, you know, I left his place. I didn't have room in my truck, came back, had to go grab some money, and all of a sudden he's got more stuff out. And he brought out this Kenwood amplifier and that Techniques turntable over there, which is currently rotating. I wanted to make sure it was working, but I didn't have to because he had it hooked up for me. That was $40 for those, for that set. That's easily going to be another $80 locally for that turntable over there. I'm not even sure what this Kenwood is worth, but I've already doubled my money on that. There's no way this piece of Kenwood electronics isn't going to be worth at least 50 bucks, if not more. But let's say 50, low estimate. This was the amp that he had the really fancy stuff hooked up to. I have not looked this up yet either, but he really liked his quality stuff. NAD, I don't know what that is, but you know, it came with the deal for $60. So that was 60, this was 40, and then right over here, another record player. Look at this. Did you guys know that Arnold Schwarzenegger did records? Yeah, Schwarzenegger records. Oh, and Star Trek records. Okay, I'm sure some of you have caught on already, but some of you may not have a clue what this is. They look like records, they look like vinyl, but this is what we call a laser disc. These were not around very long. They are, I will show you one in a second. They are basically giant discs, giant CDs, giant DVDs. Okay, so yeah, they played in this system, you guys. There we go. So look at that tray. Laser discs you can see up top. They are super cool. This is the Sony version. This is easily going to get me $100. I don't know what all the movies are worth. There's about 30 movies there, but I just want to show you one of the discs. It's kind of some of the coolest electronics you'll actually see. So check this out, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That thing just looks like a giant CD. These are super cool. You have to flip it over halfway through to watch the other half of the movie, but yeah, it's like a mirror. So I just love this day. This is just so 80s, but everything 80s is new again. I don't even have a clue what the turnover is going to be today. You know, 140 for all this, and then 40 for the bikes, 20 for the amp, all that stuff for 80. I think that's only around $300. Oh, and the Nintendo stuff that I already bought for 40 and sold for 140. So let's just look at all that together, like 340 bucks. I already got 140 back. 400, 550, 650, 750, 850, plus all that stuff over there. Well over $1,000 again today off of $300, and super cool, popular stuff. Now I always say, buy current, buy stuff you use on an everyday basis. That's what you need to stick with if you're new to this, just to make sure you know what you're getting. You already know the value because it's a new item. You know, buy it at 10 cents on the dollar, sell it at 40 or 50 cents on the dollar. That's what I always preach. But I consider this stuff current because everybody's still looking for awesome audio equipment. Obviously the bikes are current. Retro furniture and record players. So a fantastic day, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. I'm glad I could share these things with you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments section below, and I'll be glad to answer them. I just really enjoy sharing my finds with you guys, and I want to share my knowledge with you, so please share this channel with your friends. Oh yeah, and the toolboxes and ammo boxes. So we spent about $450, but that's going to get me 3. We're probably pushing $1,000 profit today. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for coming to the channel, you guys. I hope you all have a great day and love what you do. Okay, it's an hour later from when I finished recording, but I was bound and determined to figure out how to hook all this stuff up. So now you can actually see this awesome $250 turntable in action. I just decided this is a keeper, and I don't even like meatloaf.